Hi, first grade families. My name is Holly Compton, and I'm the district math coach for Manhattan Beach. And today we're going to look at a story that involves something called multiplicative reasoning. That is reasoning that uses multiplication. You probably guessed, right? You might be surprised to hear that your first graders are going to be practicing multiplication, but if you think about it, it's just repeated addition, right? So we start very simply, and kids actually come to us already knowing how to multiply. They just don't have all their facts memorized, right? They already know how to put things into groups with the same numbers. They do it around the house, they do it in their play, right? So we're going to take a look at this story problem involving seals. I do want to throw out a word of caution to you, though, about key words. So we don't want to teach our kids key words because it can actually teach them to stop thinking about the problem, and actually it can teach them to do the wrong operation. So as we look at this problem, a lot of times people will say, well, if you see the words in all, it means to add. But in this problem, you're going to see it does not mean to add. So no key words. Hold back and make sure the kids are making the pictures in their minds. All right, so we've got seals. There were 5 icebergs in the Arctic Ocean. Each iceberg had 3 seals sitting on it. How many seals were on the icebergs in all? And remember, I have already put the number choices in just so I can give some examples. But your children can choose from 3 and 3, 5 and 3, 6 and 6. And I'm going to do a warm-up with them around the number 3 in the student video. All right, so here are some ways your kids might solve. They may draw a picture, right? So a pictorial representation is going to be very common for this, especially because the kids can imagine an iceberg and seals sitting on it, right? So maybe they'll draw like an iceberg shape. It just tells us they're making sense of the story, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 icebergs, and then 3 seals sitting on it. They'll probably draw a shape or a seal. I'm just going to put the number 3. Some children may do that as well. And then they might count it up. Some kids go 1, 2, 3, like little touch math. Or they may have actually drawn out the 1, 2, 3. And then they just count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? We know as adults that this is counting 3 5 times. So we know it's representing 3 times 5. Or actually, it's representing 5 groups of 3, so 5 times 3. But we're going to let them write out a number sentence that makes sense to them. So maybe they might even do the 3 plus 3 plus 3. It's okay. Let them represent and understand this story problem in any given way that makes sense to them. We will be pushing them along into more strategies because we're going to have kids talking about how they solved, and it will push each other to the next level, right? Another way they might solve is by using tools. So they might lay out 5 icebergs, or maybe they might just pull out 3 seals and make stacks of 3 5 times, right? So they might do something like this. We've got 3, 3, and 3. They would need some more. Here we go. So maybe they might make little stacks like this of 3, and then it'd be interesting to see how they count them. Do they turn them into a 10? Do they count them by 2s? Do they count them 1 by 1? Or do they count them by 3s? There are so many different ways that kids may approach this problem. So stand back, have fun, and let your kids do the thinking. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.